Most men walk into a hug thinking nothing of it. A quick squeeze, a polite gesture, maybe a pat on the back, and it's over before it even begins. What they don't realize is that in those few seconds of physical contact, there is a window, a narrow, powerful window, where something much deeper than a greeting can happen. When a hug is approached with the right intention and executed with precision, it stops being a social formality and starts becoming a nonverbal exchange that builds genuine attraction faster than any conversation ever could. The first thing to understand is that touch is not neutral. Her nervous system is constantly reading every signal your body sends, the pressure of your hands, where they land, how long they stay. It is translating all of that in real time into emotional data. What she feels in those moments becomes an impression of who you are. Get this right, and you communicate presence, safety, and strength without saying a single word. The first principle is about hand placement, and it matters more than most men think. Resting a hand on the upper back or offering a light, barely there pat registers as the touch of a friend, nothing more. The more powerful choice is to place your palm firmly and calmly on her lower back, just above the tailbone. This isn't about being forward, it's about neurology. That region of the body is deeply connected to sensations of stability and being protected. When your hand rests there with quiet confidence, it bypasses rational thought entirely and communicates something primal, that you are someone who can hold space in both the physical and the emotional sense. The second principle is about the quality of the embrace itself. A loose, uncertain hug is felt immediately, and what it communicates is hesitation, as though you're waiting for permission to be present. Instead, the hold should be a confident enclosure, not crushing, but solid. A consistent, deliberate pressure that makes her feel genuinely surrounded by your presence rather than barely grazed by your arms. That sensation of being truly held is surprisingly rare, and when a woman experiences it, something shifts. It creates an almost immediate sense of comfort, and beneath that comfort, a subconscious pull toward the person providing it. The third principle is timing, and this is where most men unknowingly leave value on the table. A hug that ends in 1 or 2 seconds is nothing more than a formality, but research into human bonding shows that somewhere between the 5 and 7 second mark, the brain begins releasing oxytocin, the hormone directly tied to trust and emotional connection. Most men pull away around the 3-second mark out of nervousness, and that anxiety is not invisible. She can feel it in the retreat. Staying calm and holding for a full 5 to 7 seconds creates something entirely different. The noise of the surrounding world softens. Her nervous system settles. What began as a greeting becomes a moment of genuine shared presence. And that is the difference between a hug that is forgotten and one that stays with her. If these ideas are resonating with you, pass this on to someone who could use it. Now, the fourth principle is the one almost nobody thinks about, and it may be the most powerful of all. The way you end the hug is your final statement, and it lingers in the mind long after the moment has passed. Do not break away abruptly. Instead, as you gently draw your torso back, let one hand trail slowly along the side of her arm, or with a light, intentional brush near the nape of her neck or the edge of her hair. Not a grab, not a linger that overstays, more like a whisper made physical. The neck is neurologically sensitive and emotionally vulnerable. A brief, respectful touch there as you part leaves behind what you might call a phantom impression, a sensory echo that her mind will instinctively want to revisit. She will feel the ghost of that touch and find herself drawn back to the memory of the moment without fully understanding why. The distance between a man who goes unnoticed and one who leaves a lasting impression is almost never found in sweeping gestures or perfectly crafted words. It lives in these quiet, precise details, the ones that speak directly to the subconscious and bypass logic altogether. You now have a clear picture of how to transform something as ordinary as a hug into something that genuinely moves people. Carry this with respect. Use it with honesty, and only bring it into moments where your interest is real. If this has shifted the way you'll think about connection going forward, share it with someone who needs to hear it.